coffee and coffee. Don't want that.
Okay. Would you mind?
Mine?
Under sugar
Yeah.
milk.
I just take my black. Do you want anything?
I want Americano. Kappa.
No, I'm on keto. I can't have any sugar.
10 seconds remaining.
Are people mad about Nanyang?
About the other issues. Oh, that's so loud.
Yeah, look at that. I'm looking at the game. They are trashing. Ice Daryl is carrying them. He's
Muted?
Syla to fall! Liquid are doing it!
BR2, welcome back everybody. It's time for more action on the B stream. I would say it's the A stream because we're casting Winter, LGD versus Fnatic.
What do you think about this?
Interesting.
Brood.
Fnatic do run the Brood. Do they first face Picket?
I think I saw
Vega's
only
the only team that's like
Vega and VP.
yeah, and VP.
5
It's been more
seconds remaining.
lately, like a second. I do want to. We're gonna take a look at the standings here, just to gauge where we are at.
Okay, sure. So LGD has opened a draft with a Wyvern, and Fnatic just responds with a Queen SB. Very strong, lane setup. The Queen, if you go Queen mid and support Speedbreaker roaming,
10
and LGD is
seconds
actually
remaining.
going for a dire Shadowfiend. Interesting.
So LGD
5
started off
seconds
today by
remaining.
2-0ing Digital Chaos, a team that, frankly, all
A
of these teams should be
A
planning to 2-0.
team that is really chaotic at
Team
this
that's
point.
not really a team.
Team that's really chaotic.
I'm going to make a jar for that.
How is that even a meme?
It's not even a meme, it's just a terrible pun. Team that is really chaotic, get it? Digital Chaos? Come on. Great
10
face.
seconds remaining.
So yeah, they won the game they're supposed to win, but they've yet to face eHome or
5
Secret.
seconds remaining.
This will be kind of a stepping stone for them. They got two easier teams on paper out of the way first.
Reserve time.
Fnatic, meanwhile, just got done losing a game
eHome.
versus eHome 2-0. I talked to Ohio, ran into him on my way back from the bathroom, and he seemed pretty chipper. You know, Ohio's a very friendly, like, upbeat guy in general.
He said that we should have won that game.
Yeah, he didn't seem fazed by it, which is good news for the
Yeah.
Fnatic fans.
So
10
right
seconds
now,
remaining.
I mean, it's still pretty weird to have Shadowfiend on dire side, and especially when you know the Radiant already picked Queen of Pain plus Speedbreaker, so they didn't have the option to pick the SF early anymore. So if you are really worried about the SF, you would still be able to ban it. So interestingly enough, LGD chose to go for it on the dire side. Let's see how they make it work. They're banning out the Ice Blast and even more aggression from Fnatic, but I think I like the Undying ban a lot more. It's gonna not allow Fnatic to play very aggressive. If they have Undying, Speedbreaker, and Queen, they could just like run them over in the early game.
Interestingly, I mean, don't you have to Darkseer here?
Oh, okay. They could have just opened Wyvern plus Darkseer. Instead, Wyvern plus
Okay, well, I think Fnatic's like, oh, there's still Darkseer. Alright, let's make sure we get it, so...
Wow, that is actually so weird. Like, if they could have actually even banned the Darkseer instead of
And
the
also
A.
Dire, they still prefer the Shadowfiend.
Okay, beats me. And
I
they
mean, maybe it's pretty decent.
imagine their draft. If they went for Wyvern plus DS, and they could have got the Ember as well. These three heroes together, you just
Well, I guess at that point you ban the Ember.
I guess so. So
No, you
LGD.
ban then you ban the Ember too.
Now you have to pick the Ember, right? Because what if Fnatic goes for the Ember? They have Ember, Darkseer, Speedbreaker, and Queen.
Right.
Remaining.
It's actually really bad for LGD.
That is really bad if they actually give up those heroes.
So, like, if you went the other way, you ban TA and Ember, if you're Fnatic, and LGD can still take Shadowfiend, and they have the Darkseer.
Yeah.
So they're in so much of a better position. Maybe they just I think they honestly just weren't really thinking about it.
Yeah, the very simple stuff about pick order, affects a lot about the strategy. Which hero you pick first, which hero you prioritize more. You could ultimately still be aiming to go for the same strategy, but by having a different pick order, you change the cost of, the pick phase a lot.
Course of humanity.
The cost of future.
It's the butterfly effect.
And you
Because
actually,
of this action,
you would actually
ROTK
provide
will
our,
never win another Dota game. He
you
will
would-
retire alone.
you would provide our grandsons more of a safer future. More oxygen, less haze.
Okay. Yeah, guys. They've been giving us some weird stuff while we're here. I think it's finally starting to get to winter. Help, please. Call an ambulance. I think the smog.
Nah,
The smog.
don't
The
call,
smog.
don't
It's
call
scrambling our
911.
brains.
Don't call 911, please.
Is it 911 here or is it a different?
No, it's 322 here.
You're so dang. All right. LGD, pick number 3. At least.
This-
Well,
What?
there was one time when I was casting with you, or was it Merlini? I was casting with one of you guys, and like a team, like they did like the first round of bans, and then they took like a minute and a half on the second ban before someone checked the lobby chat and saw there was a
10
remake.
seconds remaining.
I'm paranoid about it. Hey, let's go with Shaker.
Man, so you pick Amber, right? If you're Fnatic here.
Yeah.
Amber is one of
No-
your
they-
strongest
they
pick
no
here.
catch. Until they get a blink of the Shaker.
I mean, LGD has superior team fight, like very, very strong team fight with Shaker, Shadowfin, and Wyvern. But when you have the Amber, you don't unnecessarily need to run into a team fight. You can just keep pressuring, forcing rotations, and you just use your ability
10
to
seconds remaining.
just speed push better and gank better with the SB plus Amber, and even you can even get an early axe on the Queen to make sure you defend the waves. You keep pushing out the waves with your Sonic Wave, so you actually slow LGD's 5-man a lot. I could see that being a very good plan for Fnatic.
Yeah.
Witch Doctor.
Who's the?
Witch Doctor, why isn't Amber really? I feel like Amber could have been a very solid pick here, but Witch Doctor does provide them team fight.
It wasn't so damn awful now. I would say Faceless Void would look pretty sweet to round things out.
The man without a face.
I miss that hero. He's also fun in pubs because, like, if you don't like want to count on your team, oftentimes the
10 seconds remaining.
B5.
Pugna.
Oh my god, this is
Alright.
the off-lane
The
Pugna.
ROTK special.
Off-lane
I think the
Pugna.
only guy who's running Pugna, and definitely the only guy who takes him off.
Nah, Bone 7 as well. Occasionally.
Bad memories, man. Too soon. TI5. Cloud9 fans
10
They cry
seconds
out.
remaining.
all at once, as if the life had been snuffed
Yeah, but
out
the
of them.
the question is who
Literally
else?
had abandoned his friend
The
and lover.
question was who else played Pugna.
Reserve
So it,
time.
Bone 7.
Play implies that there's some level of competition involved. There was no competition in that Pugna game.
That was not the only Pugna game he played, dude.
Yeah, everyone remembers. I don't even think it was him. I think it was No Tail on it. I guess support Pugna.
Misery.
Now, what do you think of Pugna?
It's good
Why
versus
don't we see him more?
good versus Queen of Pain and Darkseid, but very, very squishy. He's like tofu, he's like paper, it's easy to kill, and with a meta that constant fighting is happening, you constantly kill the Pugna, so Pugna is useless, so no
5
Pugna.
seconds remaining.
I think Pugna's bad.
It's just a very weak, he's too squishy though, and his item selections is like, you have to build tanky, so sometimes you want to run Pugna as a pusher, and you can't build mech on him because he's very weak, so you have to go for someone else that builds the mech, and Pugna builds more tanky items, like maybe a Bloodstone or Aghanims or Necrobolt.
Fnatic banned the Clinks, which is interesting because the way that I look at their lineup, I'd be more worried about like something like a Juggernaut with the healing ward to really.
Oh yeah,
sustain
I
the
agree.
push.
Juggernaut would have been maybe a little bit better, or maybe a lot more better. Klings does provide you
Clinks
with,
will do better against Darkseer and
Yeah.
probably.
and it pressures a lot more, I'd say. So, but they have SB though. SB is really good versus Klings. Even
They want
though,
something greedy for Black.
mm,
I know he's sitting there like, give me anti-mage, guys. I'll carry this. That's how Black does every game. Black
Oh,
always wants to
oh
win.
yeah, when you talk about why they didn't pick Amber, because Black doesn't play Amber. That's why. Oh, but
they
they
got DJ Chrissy, man.
they can put
the house.
they can actually put
Chrissy's a
no, they can even put Mushi on Amber and Black on Queen.
Mushi Ember.
Why?
The anti-mage. Got this, guys. I'll see you in 40 minutes.
40? Nah. Oh, Slada is a great response to anti-mage. They have a lot of minus armor now, which makes anti-mage very, very squishy against that. But they have a very clear plan for Fnatic. They're gonna split push. They get pickoffs with SB. Try to buy time. Try to drag the game. And they have another option, which is also to win the early game very hard because they have Queen, SB, Witch Doctor. All these heroes are very, very good in the lanes. And if you look at LGD's lanes, they have defensive supports, which is the Shaker and Wyvern. Their job is to make sure that you don't kill the Shadowfen too much, otherwise he's gonna have a miserable time because he's not on he's not on Radiant, he's on Dire.
Yeah.
So I could see the supports doing primarily stacking work and trying to make sure that Shadowfen doesn't die to the SB and Queen. So I guess the Shaker would be always in middle lane. He would spend a lot of time just camping and making sure the charge doesn't come.
Ooh. Really a Hylar bug.
TP sprint plays a what? Is the Slada skilling sprint
Ah, he's doing the next level. The next level ward.
against
TP
Net?
mid, run bottom.
Does
and
it
they won't see it.
work versus Net? Oh, Net is not the one.
No, Ohio.
Oh, he's not in range. He didn't see him. Oh, yeah. He's gonna run out unscouted as well. Oh my god. Oh my god. ROTK.
This guy. Give him medal. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm invisible.
I'm sexy and I
Knew
know
it.
It's funny because this is really the ugliest character in the history. This is uglier than the Dota
No.
1 Slardar far.
It's, you know what? You can never be uglier than the Dota 1 Bounty Hunter.
30
Remember the
seconds
Dota
to
1
battle.
Bounty
I'm trying to
Hunter?
remember what he looks like. Oh! Yeah, that little, like, that face that he had. It looked like a sock puppet or something.
That was pretty bad. It was really, really bad.
And the other thing is, it was actually impossible to click in Dota 1. I don't know if you remember that. That was like...
Oh, Black! Stun!
It's
Oh.
okay, I'm anti-mage, guys, I got this!
Oh my god, that was far too close for comfort.
Oh, that really hurts, though. He's gonna blow his salve already.
Battle begins.
4 tangos left.
And,
So make
and
things fun
the
bottom.
fissure will help ROTK get level 2.
Tribute.
So that,
Granted, Slardar not really the best hero to pressure an AM in the lane, but Black is...
yeah, the thing is like Slada later in the game is really good versus AM because of the M damage and because of the tempo he provides. It's gonna allow them to rush quickly. They can group up faster. Anti-mage doesn't want you to end the game quick. So with the Slada, they can actually speed up the tempo of the game.
Moment here while I get my earbuds so I can actually hear what's going on.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I was sitting on it.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
You're welcome. I know you appreciate
Put
it.
this in my ear now. I'm gonna disinfect this real quick. I'll be back in 5 minutes, guys.
Dude,
Alright.
my pants are clean.
The floor that your pants are sitting on may not be, though, Winter, I have to tell you.
And then it's not my fault.
That doesn't change anything for me. Alright, well, maybe I blame you a little less. Anyway, we're underway. So, looking at the lanes here, good old Mushi Quap mid. Mushi, you god of mid.
SB is gonna help him win the mid lane.
Battle emerges here. How do you
Oh,
rate Mushi's... Oh, hold on.
Net. Oh, he's gonna get fidget, but...
Where are you going? They force out the fissure. He does make it down there.
So, you were asking me how do I rate what?
How do you rate Mushi nowadays? Do you still consider him a premier mid? Do you feel like he's fallen off?
He seems
I know
really...
you're friends, so it's...
He seems really just distracted nowadays. Like, he's not as good as his previous plays and mid before because he's been spending a lot of time. It happens when you're captaining a team though. You can't really focus on your own play because you need to take care of a lot of stuff.
So do you just attribute it to the extra
Yeah,
responsibility? he has?
I think when he was playing really well, like he wasn't the captain of the team. Like even in Orange, there was a point of time he wasn't drafting, but he was
It
playing.
was,
Xting was
right?
drafting, and he was playing very well in the mid role.
Why gets charged? That's a haste rune. Fun times.
Yeah, and even in DK as well, because he wasn't drafting, so he was able to focus
That's
a
just
lot.
running on mid, mate.
He's
No-
level
there's
1.
No batch yet, but he's still going for it. RTK already level 3 in the off lane, so getting that early harassed out, as well as the fissure, definitely paying off here. Speaking of the fissure, DD now rotate mid, wants to protect the body. PJ Chrissy also having a very good time in the off lane. And how are you feeling about the Pugna so far? He's just farming, constantly being pressured by the Darkseer. Isn't this an issue for Pugna? Like, normally this is a hero that looks to take the tower early.
Yeah, but he needs
But
the
he's
level.
getting pushed.
He needs the levels first. That's number one. And I think that he's going to wait for the mech timing from the SF. I don't really think that Pugna will actually build the mech this game. I really feel like when you play Pugna, you need more stats, you need more HP on
He's
the
too
hero.
squishy.
Yeah,
I
because
agree.
he's just too squishy. So I think that you wait till that timing where you have mech on SF, and even level 4 wards on Pugna, level 4 blast, level 4 wards, and then you start to be grouping up like a lot more to take towers.
Charge from Net. Still only level 1 here.
What's
though.
going on
Arctic
though?
Burn's
He's
available.
not gonna get
Net
that kill.
is YOLOing in, and Net is right back to the well at this rate. EDC, last hit. Oh, thank you very much.
What
Siler.
was that? He didn't even have an iron. If he had an iron shell on
Even
him,
then, I don't-
if he had an iron shell, I could at least make the argument that he was trying to get a solo kill. But without the iron shell, what was he actually trying to get from that?
And normally, and even then, it's not normally you just run in with the one iron shell. You both run in with iron shells and you just start hitting them.
Yeah,
Like not one at a time.
it's like the Darkseid didn't want to go in, and SB was insisting go in.
He's just role playing Spirit Breaker.
And
I have to break their spirits.
by
feeding them
the
kills.
way, you can only roleplay at least when you have level 2, so you can actually have the bash to break their spirits.
Yeah. He just breaks his own face.
he, he becomes the true faceless one.
Yeah, hey, we wanted a void, right? That's one way to get it. I have much left. So, maybe doing pretty well in the mid lane, all things considered. 90-4, Mushi is winning, but pretty much what you expect.
Queen has to win more, you know.
And they're stacking as well, so maybe gonna have a good time here off in the woods.
SF is gonna start to pull ahead right now. Every time I see a SF reach level 5, he's gonna just pull ahead in the laning phase.
The good news for Fnatic is just total free. How do you see the tempo of
Free
this game?
free farm anti-mage is not gonna win you this game though. I feel like because of the composition of LGD, even if you free farm, it doesn't guarantee you to win. Like an easy win compared to some games. AM free farm is not going to be able to do very well against the AM damage, and Pugna plus Slada tempo is going to be very, very fast.
Oh, they have DDC in reserve. Fish comes out, but it only hits on Ohio.
Oh, he didn't hit-
Over the top, Mushi!
Oh my god, he didn't actually hit the fissure onto the SB, which was the more crucial target to fissure.
And he didn't get the Quap, who had all the
Like,
damage.
Quab was invis, so
Yeah.
can't blame him,
Well,
but
he like kind of he revealed like right.
yeah, but he had to fissure the SB so the SF could actually run further.
Instead, he only got Ohio, who it turned out was not really
And Ohio already dropped his coconut.
Yeah.
So,
good up Mangos as the original.
you're very creative, the government.
Ah, thank you. Just barely. Charge on the mid lane though, maybe. You're really gonna be able to make it now. He's got a couple stick charges. Fisher comes out, turns on the Mushi. Almost finishes him 45 health. Oh, Splinter Blast not range, it looks like. So Net, in the end, we'll get harassed down a bit, but should make it away.
Yeah, he actually used the C race on the longest race on it. He didn't actually.
I think
He
he
expected
thought
to
he would
kill.
have
He expected the kill,
Raise
so
and one auto attack.
he raised and one auto attack instead of using the double race. And when he realized he needed more to get the kill, he already was out of range, so he couldn't actually get the second race off.
I still, like you said though, I feel main thing is that maybe he's not dying here, and he's clearing out all his stacks now, so super fast mech likely coming. RTK, oh, it's his turn to show a mid. This is apparently the danger zone. There's no Queen of Pain ult though, and maybe he's hasted. Mushi's already committed his way forward. He may go down to this aggression. RTK just keeps on running forward.
Man, he redeemed himself with that triple race on the clock.
Wags all over Mushi, brings him down. Begins down a little bit on aesthetic.
Dire's top
Agitating.
tower is under attack.
Not a win.
He actually loves magic.
Not like this. The only mask that's appropriate to wear on anti-mage mask.
Because then you're the only true anti-mage.
I mean, this is Little B God, you know? Where's the respect for burning? Black trying to stretch his wings, become his own man.
At some point, you need to be independent.
The baby has to leave.
The baby needs to find his own path. He needs to be clear of his own directions instead of following. Someday the following will end and you have to be the leader.
Well, that day, though, Shitty anti-mage hat. Oh boy, this is going to be some fast big items here for maybe up to 30 to 100 gold. Despite all the pressure mid, they have utterly failed to slow down the Shadow Fiend. He's 1-1-0. You wouldn't know it from the net worth. Pugna also doing extremely well. Sylar, though, does go
He's one going for the mech, I guess.
Could be a 4-staff, but
Nah, not for some.
not something you would rush.
Not this game.
Not this game. I'm with you though. I feel like tanking up the Pugna is nice. Like
Yep.
maybe Necro Book for the Pugna.
Even a drums early would be nice. Oh, here we go. It slowed him with the Decrepify, the stun from the Slada. Easy kill.
Coming in, little medical assistance does get off the wall though. The 2-hero charge.
Oh, here comes Colt.
Mushi. The turnaround plays Zap. Sylar blasting and retreating.
It's a good trade.
Shaker for Darkseer.
It's
And the
the
Quell
wave.
committed her ult.
I have actually affected everyone in the house. Every time the queen's ulti is down, everyone says, okay, the queen ulti is down now.
That's a really long round.
Yeah, I know, because I've been saying it all the time, so everyone has been saying it as well.
Dire's
The house.
bottom tower is under attack.
You invented it. You invented saying the queen's ulti is down. You're a pioneer.
I mean, yeah, it's a really long cooldown, so yeah.
And it's a 1-for-1 and they lose the Dark.
And they traded support for position 3, so
Help me!
Oh.
Somebody kill me! Wait,
Bottom tower is under
nah.
Infinite.
Just bringing up black on the bottom lane at the very least. So they lose their Slardar. LGD playing reactionary.
can you go back to the Pugna? Did he actually complete the mech?
Bushi.
Dire's top tower is
Then
under
very
attack.
deep. Making things happen. Want to make sure you don't block him on the wrong side. Oh,
A little too early. He needed to wait more before the Shadow Fiend gets closer.
Bushi. Courier as well. Gotta, like, oh, it does get the delivery off at least.
Top tower is under attack.
Now maybe getting juked. Bushi with the plays. Gonna make it out. Did not expect that sequence. Sorry, Mushi. That deserved better. Yeah, that was a pretty big moment there for M-God. It's still fair to call him that.
Don't worry, I forgive you. I forgive you on behalf of Mushi because that was not expected.
Radiant structures
But
are
right-
fortified.
But right now, he just loses a lot of his mana towards the ward. Is
That's so obnoxious when that's happening though. The bottom lane looks like Slardar was making his move on the anti-mage, but only blinks away.
this might be the game that you want to get BAB first item on Queen, no? Against the Pugna.
Good.
So he will still be very vulnerable towards the Pugna ward in a team fight. You actually die so quickly if you just cast your Scream plus Wave, if you don't have BKB in a team fight. It's actually very difficult to play Queen against the Pugna early game.
You get in the siege now, LGD grouping up, Mushi. If he can keep the big
This is-
flank plays coming.
This is their timing with the mech on, even though it wasn't on the Shadow Fiend, the Pugna mech is still very strong with the SF right now. Their 5-man is just much better.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Slow down, but they make their move on the top. MMY desperately wanting his level 6. He's gonna flap into the trees, but can't escape this fella. Bashes him in a little bit deeper. Then they back and almost clear way out for maybe. Perhaps he can escape. Just calmly flaps back to the tower.
And here comes the backup inbound.
LG looking not only for the kills, but then more importantly, Winter for the objectives. They will sweep in onto net. Fissure, he has a charge. They're an enchant totem to cancel it. Nope, not going to be able to do so. As Net gallops away down to the low ground. Will escape. RTK, cracking level 6 at the same moment though. Mushi making his next rotation. Orchid well underway, and they're going to get it suit at this rate as RTK gets focused down. Look at it go. Secured. Black wanted to monopoint for that, but it off in the end. So they've got a fast Battle Fury coming now for Fnatic.
How is
Split push will be strong.
Slada working towards his blink?
Not very well. RTK is disgustingly poor.
Even if his team is ahead in towers. Oh no, they're actually not ahead in towers. Oh dear.
They have no control for Black. Really, like no blink on the Slardar. It's a hard supporter Shaker.
Hard support Slada as well.
They don't even have Winter's Curse yet. You said it's not really an anti-mage game, but at this point, Winter, it just might be.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He's pretty far ahead.
Yeah, but they can still easily kill him if they find him with their heroes.
They need the blinks, I feel like.
Yep, they need the blinks on the Slada first. Then they can discuss about that, but Slada's gonna die again.
Mask will bounce onto RTK, gets the 2-hero crush, drops low to this. Buff bolt available. Fissure.
Oh my god,
Counterplay. Now they
he
deploy
should
the
have used the Sonic Wave like I think for that. It was worth it. Cause Lala is trying to get crucial blink for the team. So that kill, even though if you use Sonic Wave on one hero, I think it was a worth Sonic Wave for that.
Well, opportunity missed there perhaps for Mushi. What is maybe going for? Why?
Yep.
Gonna grab
Just
the
more
option now.
stats at this point and more movement speed just to farm faster and just to, you know, you want to reach the time where you get the Roche and you're ready to fight and you're very strong. SMY is just the item he needs to be able to, you know, just get the more stats and more movement speed for team fights, whatnot. I don't think they can actually wait for the Slalas ping though. They can just go for a smoke play and get for Roshan and just keep playing
The
from there.
smoke revealed by Mushi. Done through the tree line. See it coming? I'm not sure. Either way, they see it now. He blinks back, will dodge away. LGD, congregating bottom. Looks like they want to push. And I'll swear net, just hunting.
Radiant's
For our
Is he really hunting or placing wards?
Radiant structures
No ward,
are
so I would say he's hunting.
Scouting.
Alright. He is rather not very scary. Underwhelming Spirit Breaker game so far.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
But they're still doing a good job at this point, like speed pushing and forcing LGD to move around. They're not getting.
I don't think LGD is getting really enough, to be
No,
honest.
they're not. They are losing towers that are like giving away even trades, and against anti-mage you want to be taking and not giving away anything in return.
And it says this is like the anti-mage co-op's tempo. You know, very like tower trading, getting free farm on AM, occasional pickoffs, not being forced to fight 5v5 at all really. Buys time for your Darkseer now. Only the level 1 back and wall, but have a little more space. They amp up Black. See him.
Yeah, more importantly, he already has the mech completed on Darkseer, and right now it's just more about catching up on levels and just trying to get speed push. Like, you're always speed pushing at a safe distance because you can Iron Shell and just hide behind and go jungle, so you are relatively safe from, you know, dying a lot.
They just have no catch. Like, until they get the blink, they're just, oh, well, that's the one item the Fnatic wanted to delay.
Oh.
Charges in. He gets cursed. Not the biggest deal if they lose him, but LGD
Oh,
brings
the
more
coconut.
heroes in, they'll get the kill.
It's still worth it.
Darkseer farming bottom.
They lost only a support.
Taking mid.
Yeah, they lost only a support, and everyone else is using
It's
the map.
actually a win for Fnatic because they get the mid tower now. And
Yep.
Mushi gets
I agree. They get a lot more from that trade alone.
coming soon. That last staff, it looks like. Fnatic gearing up for a fearsome mid game.
Yeah,
Definitely a needed win
even though
after the 2-0
even though I
against
mentioned
T-Home.
even though I mentioned he needed BKB this game, but the Orchid is gonna help him because the way they are playing, they need to just speed it up, buy space, pickoffs here and there, the occasional pickoffs, and Orchid is gonna help with the occasional pickoffs that they are looking for in this game.
Tower deny. Mushi, no, 2 towers in a row.
Double damage. They might even just camp this out.
They want RTK top lane. Can they delay this a bit further? Another strike. He's got the range. Brings him right back. Not avoid to secure it. Pow. He will try to turn this one around though. Has the Requiem available. Let the raises fly. Looks like he should get net. Can't get the crucial kill, which is Black. And then, by the way, bottom.
Yeah, they were
Bottom
camping.
got massacred.
They were waiting. This is a very typical Mushi play.
Okay,
He
if
pushes
the
the
team-
tower and just camps and just waits for someone to actually overstep their boundaries.
If the team with the Darkseer Co-op Anti-Mage is crushing 16 minutes against a puck in the draft, you're
Screwed.
mega screwed. They're high grounding LGD Winter.
It just
Strategically,
yeah,
I feel like this game should almost just be over.
it just came down to the fact that the Sada has his blink delayed too much, and
But do
he
you think that was just RTK being too
Nah.
selfless, or
that's one thing, and dying as well as another thing. But the main thing is, I always talk about when you drop Slada on the offlane. I remember I said it during the Vega game when they had Mag on the Slada and they ditched him and they didn't help him at all. Even though this game they had the early fissure to help him get level 2 and level 3. But it's not only the levels that's important, that the goal he gains for the blink is also really crucial this game because he's the only catch his team has, you know. That's why I felt like they probably would have gained more if they paired the startup with a Lich to make sure that he gets farm in the lane. Instead of just, oh, I'm dropping a fissure, you're gonna get level 2, level 3, and I'm just leaving you after that.
well, this is one option for Fnatic, the Roche lineup. Or sorry, for LGD.
But this rush doesn't feel like it's gonna change a lot though. Fnatic's just gonna use the time to split push and try to get something done.
Be bad.
But they don't see.
No,
oh,
they
they
saw the
see.
smoke.
No, I mean did they see the rush? Oh no. But they can still take the fight though, I think.
No, and they see him maybe. Proudly walks up, marches onwards, and now the pings start to come in the back. The wall's there, pretty good fight. Fisher interrupts it though. Mushi in a bit of danger. He may have to back away. They charge onto Silo. They commit. The Kokono keeps up bouncy. They're gonna delete the Pugna for the fight off the bat. And Shadow Fiend also unable to fight. Fnatic face rushing into an Aegis mid game lineup and winning with an anti-mage. Yeah, let's just 5-man with the Vlads. Why not? It works. They get the kill. They push in the lanes, and now Black has total free reign. May lose Mushi. Fissure? Oh. 3.
Well, this is looking from bad to worse for LGD, even though the team just secured an Aegis.
The fact that Fnatic wasn't even, like, they didn't even hesitate. They're like, oh great, they got Aegis, let's go kill them with Aegis.
They're just much stronger now, they have more levels, and they have a much better way of executing their team fight because of the Darkseer and Witch Doctor. They didn't even have to blow Sonic Wave for that fight.
I mean, let's go back to the draft, because that to me is the key thing here, where LGD, they had first pick Wyvern, they could have taken Darkseer second. Instead, they grabbed the Shadow Fiend on the Dire side. They taken the Darkseer second. Fnatic most likely banned TA and Ember there. And then you could still get the Shadow Fiend and you have the Darkseer.
If you really
or
want.
if they don't ban one of them, then you Ember or TA with Darkseer, which is probably even better.
Yep.
So I wouldn't say that like they lost based on the draft, but they just could have had such a going into phase 2. And they have an Ember, they have a great Ember player in maybe, so that's definitely, as well as TA, so it's not like they can't run the hero. Most teams have one.
Yeah, I just wonder why they prioritize the SF, like, Fnatic are not even gonna pick it right away, right? Because they already went for the Queen and the SB.
Dire's middle tower is
Jerk
under
to
attack.
Sylar bottom lane.
He used the Sonic Wave though. It's a long
It shows
cooldown.
you how confident Fnatic are, that they don't need that for a team fight, because it's never gonna happen in their eyes. Unless they make it happen.
Unless they choose to take a team fight. But right now, Fnatic is just in a really, really great position right now. Cruise control of the game, even though the fact that the opponent has the Aegis.
Big old Blink Dagger reveal. Little voodoo jester. Get the witch down.
That was not a very useful kill though. They didn't get vision down, and it's not a core. Like that is
Turn into an objective.
yeah, that is like an expendable hero for Fnatic. It's like in a game where they are just trying to split push and they are using a support to trade for space. You just do it any time of the day.
Motion. That would actually be a pretty big kill. He's 5-1 and 4.
That would have been a big kill.
Radiant's middle
But now
tower is under
RT is going back for Midas.
You really?
Yeah, what else? What, Amulet? Is he going Amulet? No way, I think he goes Midas.
Well, if he gets a Midas, yeah, it's super late. I feel like really late game, they actually have good tools versus AM. They've got tons of minus armor, tons of lockdown, tons of physical damage.
But then
like, how do they get through that, like, 25 to 40?
the Pugna is like a big liability in the late game because of the mana pool he has.
Yeah, and generally in a team fight he wants to stand there and life drain, which is just like, literally painting like, please execute me with Mana Void all over your forehead.
And he needs to yell at his team, don't stand around me, I'm gonna get Mana Void.
But they have a Darkseer, they can pull them together.
And
That's like
kapow! Mana Void.
Yes, that would actually be worth a kapow.
So right now Fnatic are gonna make their smoke, and I guess Nat has wards. Does he have wards to place? Oh yeah, Ohio has wards to place.
The fight maybe, he blinks away just in... He didn't see them at first.
Yep,
Kind of
Aegis is gonna be...
RTK, slithering, rushing forward, he gets orchided by Mushi, the turnaround might be coming, there's the back. RTK almost dead off the bat, the quad bolt finishes him off, maybe tanking a full duration death ward will end up going down, and now, round 2. Go. Caught out on the side of the fight. GD. Desperately trying to find that backup kill, and oh my god, I was wondering what the hell that horrible sound was. Fucking death ward when the witch doctor's healing, man. Oh, ears. I thought like someone had music on. It's like painful.
And you're calling me the DJ. You're the real DJ.
Oh Oh, but
Imposters.
we are all imposters compared to Chrissy Sama. Black now getting
Man,
close to the
it feels like we are not concentrating on the game. Because it's a typical anti-mage game and they're ahead. That's the last thing you want. When you're playing against anti-mage and you're behind. It's like, it's a very tough situation to be in the game because you know you can't be behind against AM because it's so hard to deal with him. It's very frustrating.
I've just got auto follow on here, you know, relaxing a little bit.
We need a webcam to actually show you actually relaxing.
I mean, we'll keep an eye on the mini-map. We'll move the camera if something important's happening. Looks like LGD just moving through the Radiant jungle right now. Black playing a little keep away. Did you get a deep ward down on the hill? Nicely done by the Slardar. Black is playing this very safe. He doesn't want to throw this game because then his team won't pick him anti-mage again. So he wins here, and then the real victory is next time you can say, guys, pick me anti-mage. Last time you picked me anti-mage, we won.
Do you know anti-mage is not his favorite hero?
Play his favorite hero.
No, it's not his favorite hero.
It is?
No, it isn't.
It is.
No, it isn't.
Pudge. What else is his favorite hero?
Invoker.
Maybe he has more fun playing Invoker, but in terms of like what he wants to be picked in a big game, I think it's definitely AM. Oh, great gank. Really successful anti-mage gank, guys. Don't have to catch Winter. Blink on Shaker, maybe a Wyvern blink eventually could come in handy here.
I think the Slardar has to anticipate the AM's movement though. Like how I talk about the parking spaces when you go to a mall.
You have to like figure out who's about to leave so you can just
you basically have to camp in a lane and just wait for him to come instead of just trying to hunt him down all the time because he's always going to be very difficult to catch. With AM, you have to anticipate his movements and farm patterns especially because Black is actually very efficient. It's not that difficult to pinpoint his location.
And all anti-mage players, like the top anti-mage players always have a very similar rhythm to their farm.
Yep. You have to read.
You know which trees they're gonna cut, which camps they're gonna blink, where they run.
Yeah, you can't really follow them because they're always gonna be faster than you.
You have to be waiting for them at the next camp, or like meet them there, basically.
Yeah. That's basically the way you want to catch the
Big
AM.
flash coming out. RTK blink crush initiation, but Mushi BKB dodges, and now look at it go. What's happening? And dear God, what those zaps already? My ears, Dota, please. Ow, it hurts. It hurts. Come on, avoid him. Come on, Black.
It hurts more for LGD to lose that fight.
That sounds like a rave party. Jesus.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Now I see why you're not wearing the earphones. That really needs to be changed, by the way. That's just terrible. Game quickly turned into a Skrillex concert or something. Maybe going for the record. They even commit Winter's Curse. Can they kill a Black? Yes, sir. You betcha. Fnatic say, yeah, we're running in anyway. Black gets cocky. Gets punished. Maybe even more. Maybe. Bring in. Back wall is there. Follow this up. Can Fnatic?
Oh, another Orchid.
These control Orchids for Mushi.
So furious. But they're gonna be able to get out, just losing the AM.
Just that AM kill, 2,000 gold swing. But still only barely tickled
Do you think they care? They are the team with the AM and they're ahead now.
They might care soon. Gonna lose Ohio as well. Are they gonna lose Ohio? Somebody finish him. Now the Bash on RTK one last raise maybe reluctantly grabs the kill. Mushi does not have his ultimate though. Nether Strike.
Oh!
Chrissy! Thick combo there.
No wall though.
It's on his own though, doing work. Allowing them to chase Fnatic to turn. They're gonna grab two. They want DDC as well. Charge is available. And they're gonna let it fly. The 2-hero charge through. See you guys, I'm going to mid. Mushi, you can clean this one up, but can Mushi clean this one up? No, it doesn't seem so. Go away. And Black finally will respawn. Pugna, be the man in the sights now.
It's time to use the Aghanims ultimate. Man. Has he even been able to stand in a fight because there's just so many disables, like so many spells that can actually stop.
How are you supposed to?
Yeah, like you need a BKB for that.
You need like a blink dagger to get on the high ground or something. I don't know.
Serious? A blink on Pugna?
A blink, no. Almost as good as the blinks.
Do you agree that blink can be purchase on any hero. Even a queen.
Maybe not like anti-mage or co-op. Other than that, pretty much anyone.
There are no heroes that you can say getting a blink is like bad
Terrible,
or
yeah.
terrible.
What does LGD need to do to get back in this game, Winter? What's like the 2 or 3 like key things they have to do? Take your Roche now, obviously that's good.
Yep.
Besides that,
Catch, you know. I think they need to use the startup much better to catch the AM. And let's see whether they actually get the Roshan though. It's still a question.
ready to fight in. That's it. He'll also now complete a butterfly. Big grab for him. Does a vacuum maybe onto the wall. Huge plays from DJ Chrissy, isolating the most fearsome here on the LGD side. While meanwhile, the Death Lord keeps on going. Look at it. Oh! He'll buy more. Shadow Friend at long last returning the fight. And God, my freaking ears. Oh, that hurts so bad. 4 down, maybe. Can he do it alone? Unloads the Spirit Bomb. Tries to commit on the Black. It's not gonna happen.
He's all alone, waiting to die.
It's all Shadow Friends. It's a white Winter. Godlike Quap. It's actually not as bad of a gold spin as I thought it would be. Well, I think it was in 2 chunks.
It just feels like the overall strategy wasn't quite right with the Slada. I mean, the Slada is good versus AM, but it just didn't fit like what they had in the first 4. If they didn't have Pugna and you have Slada in the safe lane, and you maybe go for... If you really wanted to pick another support, you can put Shaker off lane and then you go for another support. But I think Slada would have done a lot of work if he was provided a good start, like safe lane, or you have a Lich on the off lane with the Slada. As long as Slada had a good start, you're able to actually catch the AM much better. I could foresee this strategy actually working for them. But because they ditched him, I mean, I guess he drafted himself in.
I'm still not really like... He had free farm in the safe lane.
Yeah,
Didn't really
me
do
too.
anything with it. He didn't win them a team
They
fight with the
the issue
He
is
didn't really push
they
any towers.
they didn't reach the timing where they wanted to, where
I would honestly, if they wanted to run Pugna, I would have rather seen like a stronger safe lane where Slardar can farm. But
Pugna
that's
mid?
the beauty of the Darkseer. Is the problem. Like you put Darkseer up against Slardar, Slardar's gonna have a shitty time regardless.
that's why you have Lich Slada off lane.
Yeah, that's the other possibility. Is having a better support for the off. I mean, Earthshaker can't do anything after the block.
I would have actually preferred to have, if they insist in having the Pugna type of strategy where they are trying to reach a timing where you need Blink or Slada, Mech on Pugna, SF with BKB or whatever items that he wants to rush. You need to reach that timing much faster though, especially the Blink on the Slada. So I just don't feel like it's good to ditch a hero like Slada on the off lane without giving him too much help. You can't ditch him.
That said, though, Lil, you know, we saw that support Slardar, and he still had a huge impact.
Did he actually? I think he got the dagger.
What are you saying? Like, oh my god, this guy's doing so much.
He got the blink like around the same time RTK got his
23
got
minutes,
his
yeah.
got
He
his
was
blink.
1-0 he went from 0-0-0, I think, to 1-0-5. All of a sudden.
Yeah, but then again, that game, because he had a lot of space made for him by the Brute, and this game, no one is actually making space for the Slada.
Tyler's making space for Black. Normally you want to make space for your teammates, but that's all Pugna's good. Yeah, I don't know. Pugna is hero to fit into drafts nowadays.
You have to go all in though when you have like Pugna, I feel. When you have a core Pugna.
I mean, I don't know. What do you get, like a Nature's Prophet in the offlane instead? Just push?
I could see why they actually went for the Slada with this draft, but maybe not Shaker. He needed a different support. I'm not sure though. But then again, because they wanted the Shaker to probably defend the SF against the SB ganking mid as well, so there were a lot of points of consideration why they wanted the Shaker this game. You can't have everything, so you have to choose what you want and what you prioritize more.
Fnatic, one of 2 SCA teams here at the big dance in Singapore. Nesky,
Big dance.
okay showing so far, 1 and 3, but turn Fnatic here to bring home that first win for an SCA team.
They might have lost
Home soil.
They might have lost 3 games, but all the games were like
Yeah, I mean, of course.
it's not one-sided games, yeah.
Back down a bit, but he doesn't butterfly, so he's able to withstand this punishment for maybe. He's to grow stronger, like angrier. So what? How much longer do you wait if you're Fnatic? Is this get your BKB Abyssal and go, Winter? What's the? what's the timing window here?
I think you get BKB though, next on AM, then you can go. You don't really need to wait for Abyssal. You can go with the BKB because most of the disables that you are gonna survive from with the BKB, and you're gonna force them to use curse on you. And as long as you have your teammates around when they curse you to disable the rest of the heroes, especially the SF, the AM should be able to survive the whole ordeal.
LGD, huge jump forward. DDC immediately echoes the air bolted, but that's okay because Dota wants to kill my eardrums again. Ohio continues to heal himself up and continues to get zapped by the Nether Ward first trouble. He'll drop as well. 2 quick grabs. Fortunately for Fnatic, Black is safe. He will immediately start pressuring the bottom lane, ratting it up. They're gonna breach high ground, Winter. No buybacks. Fnatic. This game shouldn't have even been this close, but now they're based under siege, blank, back, Chivas, and the wall, everything maybe withstands it. Now decides to back off, run away. DJ Chrissy, oh god, that's some serious damage from Black. Hell, the bash back, the smackdown, let's get ready to kill, says Black. It's time for the Space Jam. The triple, charged down mid. Pugna. Walking death trap for a team.
Just so you know, they took the fight 3v5.
Yeah, because they have a Pugna.
And you don't count Pugna as a hero.
No. Not in this game anyway. I mean, part of it's the anti-mage pick for sure, but I don't think he's played the Pugna poorly. It's not like there's anything else.
It's just the overall strategy.
Yeah. It's not like, oh, you know, Siler's a shitty Pugna. A good Pugna could do better here. It's a tough game to be a Pugna.
He should have been using his ultimate to keep the Shadow Fiend alive.
Just sit back and the old sucky. Worse.
You know, I actually like one of the drafts that I saw with Pugna was with Io, and he was with a call Medusa. Io tethers to the Medusa, and Pugna keeps draining.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Cute. You don't approve?
Oh, you know, they actually had a shot on him with that, but they missed, and now Black jumps back in. Pop ult's deployed. LGD, perhaps on their last legs here in game number 1 as Fnatic continue to rampage right through their base. But she did commit a BKB for this. He's happy to do it for the kill. Glide away. Wait for the next creep wave for the combo, the Dark Seer. Line operational. A live battle station Fnatic are throwing out into his face, and you're liking the results too much.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Tower will drop.
Dire's
Safety
top
first
tower
as Black
has fallen.
flew away. You're getting a taste of their own old medicine. So, Winter, I know I think it's public that Xiao8
Dire's top
critical
barracks
remarks
are
about the new
under
LGD roster. When he left the team.
Oh, why do we have to go there all the time? Why?
Interesting.
Dire's middle
This is
tower
Xiao8, former teammate, captain,
Dire's middle
legendary.
He's basically flaming our TK.
Do you feel the flame is justified? Well, why don't you repeat what he said first, the fan
Why?
context?
Why?
Well, it's what Xiao8 said. It's fair game. He said it publicly. It's not like a private conversation.
I don't know what he said 100%.
Oh, okay. Tweeted.
I know
like a
he
white vote.
just said that he didn't feel our TK would have been. He doesn't feel that our TK would have been a good fit for this team. Like that's what he meant.
And do you think that's in terms of like individual play style, the way he likes to draft or run his lineups? Like, what do you think he meant by that?
I think it's probably because that he feels that he's not going to be able to use this team as effectively as how he drafts and how he uses. Like being a captain is all about using your teammates
If you look
very
at
well.
RTK, like every team he's had for a long time now, it feels like it's at least since like post TI4 anyway. It's always like these very fighting heavy, like
And
team fight heavy
he likes
lineups.
Pugna as well a lot. Pugna is something that he likes to
Yeah,
pick a
that's
lot.
that's definitely the RTK flavor in the draft. No question about that. Do you feel like that the style that they're going for is just not strong, or
Double down on Soso.
do you think that's kind of overrated? It's much more. Just
I think it's
the
more
team's
of
not
like
gelling.
the team is not gelling. That's number one, and the other thing is like he's not using his team. Like he's not using maybe enough. I feel like you
Like,
mentioned
not
during
giving
the
him
draft.
like explosive playmakers.
Yeah.
Like Xiao8 gave him the Ember, maybe did a ton of work without a TI.
Could have just gave him the Ember this game. It's
Yeah, and that's, I mean, I guess that's where it's fair to question the captain a little bit when the one making the draft. You know what maybe can do with it. You know what the Darkseer together can do with it. The loss here, LGD's still in fine shape though, as they would sit 2-1, but Fnatic's one of the teams, if you want to finish top of this group, you need to be ideally 2-0 Fnatic, because you're going to have to face still Secret as well as eHome.
Which are the tough nuts of the group.
Who do you think's the strongest team right now in the group? Would you put Fnatic for, or Secret first?
Yeah, I think so. After their showing at MLG, I would actually feel that they are the favorites in this group. But you know, it's Dota, anything can happen. You might be the favorites, you can be the favorites, but you can still lose.
Possible.
You go Davai, you know, when the game is chaotic.
Black, the team smoking, they get the charge off onto maybe into the Roche pit. Just waiting for the respawn here, and now the anti-mage in Cage just jumps right out of the game, but he gets hurt. Black's in pretty far. Wait for the Monomoid. Black may end up going down. He gets chunked out. No buyback for 100 seconds. Oh dear God. Fnatic, not like this. They get off the Requiem though, and maybe stands strong. He continues to work on net, driving him back. They've lost 2, but they got an AM, and they might also get net. They will. It's a 3 for 2 so far. Not sure if Mushi or DJ can get it done any longer. The healing work continues to go to work, and I just wildly missed that triple kill. The Witch Doctor falls as well. Maybe leaping forward. He wants the 4th kill. He's gonna have the raises. He knew he could have double raised. And Winter, Black made it leap forward, and he got mega punished for that.
He got killed by himself, basically.
Yeah.
His own mental illusions were killing him.
Now an MKB. Now Shadow Fiend. Almost able to man up on this anti-mage with a little help from his friends.
Dire's top barracks.
Yeah, but realistically, Fnatic. Whoa, maybe not. Whoa,
Mushi,
whoa.
what?
The
what
place.
Play Hex 1, and then silence the other. Blink out and leave body in your wake. Mushi
Well,
still has
he's
it.
been reacting so well this game.
To be available. It's been a while since I've seen a
Dude,
game where like Mushi like
you know,
takes over.
he even got the
Mushi is taking over.
he even got the Orchid and Hex targets, right? He needed to Hex the SF so SF can't right click him and Orchid the other guy, the Earthshaker. Damn, like everything was right.
Hex, no blink. Gonna hunt this though. RTK pretty quick and nimble here. The blink will cool down. He goes back in for the Hex, or rather the Orchid, just safe. Meanwhile, the rest of the team casually dewarding. Yeah, that was a sick play by Mushi. By the way, how are they even coming close to losing fights?
Because Black jumped forward
Yeah,
too much. He didn't do anything the last fight.
he really didn't.
Apart from killing himself, he didn't do anything.
Double damage.
And he didn't have buyback either. That could have been dangerous.
But they understand that they are very far ahead. That's why he could have actually gone without buyback. Because that would have not happened if they didn't get the... Like, if he didn't pop his own Manta, he would have been fine.
You know, you think you're Superman when you to this point as anti-mage. You want almost anyone. Huge advantage. The lanes are pushing in. Creeps are whacking away at the base right now, but don't want to back. They know boys back in the pit. Roshan. Away lightly, but their choice may be made up for them soon enough as the creeps continue to slowly trickle in. Fnatic is going to call their bluff. Black over top. Already the Pugna coming home for whatever good he's worth.
Pugna might just dive to the Abyssal if he gets caught.
Does anything.
To Tofu.
So if you're LGD, what do you do, Winter? Do you go contest Roche? Do you
have to.
Do you push out the lanes?
If you give away, like, it's similar with the VP game, where they were up against Mineski's for, what was it? The first game against Mineski. You have to be able to contest the Roche even though you're behind, because there's no way they come back after that. You have to make your last stand there. Can't give it for free, basically.
Are certainly trying, but again, these creeps just keep on pushing in. Slowly but surely. So in order to win a fight for LGD, they basically have to lock down the AM with Curse, right? Like, I guess they could maybe crush him and echo him. They need to spend at least like 2, if not all, of their stuns just to kill them all.
Yep, I think they need the curse as well.
Mushi getting caught out there. RTK is going to slither forward. Mushi, BKB dodges the stun and he forces RTK to commit for it. Then he turns with the ult. RTK likely to go down, and that makes it easy for Black. No Slardar in the chase. Now everybody get the hell home. Get out of here. Mushi on his A game today. My God, how much did he drink? He's leveling up.
He doesn't like coffee.
Yeah, maybe he bit the bullet and had some. His reactions this game have been godly. Not a single mistimed kid, hex, blink, BKB, like things been on point in the proper order at the correct time.
And everything is to dodge RTK.
RTK is floundering about. He is just making him look silly. Got his back. Black to fight.
Thanks to thee.
Take that auto attack damage from mine.
Yeah, that was without M damage as well.
He's walking in though. He continues. Yeah, he's got the Aegis, but that's gonna leave a mark. Jump way to get the fissure off. Oh, Shadow Fiend finishes off the Aegis nice and quick. Now he's gonna pop KeyTV. He needs to run, but more importantly, bottom lane. Mushi trying to duke it out. The solo against MMY as well as Silo.
Oh, the Dread.
Working them both down. He might finish them both off. No, turns for the racks. Focuses on objectives while Net dove in far. Got the shaker. That's 2 lanes. Fnatic closing in on their first game win here in their second match of the group stage. Again, they don't. He's gone. Pours out the buyback to get the racks. But the Mountain Smoke is now in session for LGD. This also feels faded. We'll break now. No vision though of DDC. He limps up. And DJ limps away.
And Mushi?
Alright, Wyvern down, Rax down. Mushi just throwing the team on his back and single-handedly massacring them. Well, actually no, this time he was on cooldown. Thought he was gonna pop it, but now he does. Maybe at long last RTK will get his sweet, though feudal revenge. Right around the Rosie. There's the best. The crush is gonna miss, but they find him anyway. Still Winter, GG. DK, he's satisfied. He's satiated. He got a little bit.
Well, overall strategy was a big issue here for LGD.
It has been for me a very long time since I've seen a Fnatic game where I'm like, Mushi is the clear MVP, but I don't think you can ignore this game. This a masterful display.
A masterful display of finesse.
He took down all the racks. He completely.
It was not.
Carried when Black
It was not. Yeah, it was not only that though. It was like the couple of times where he was roaming and he was getting kills for his team, his rotations.
He made it so easy for the anti-mage to fall.